Greetings, family. We are hoping that you are doing very well wherever you are. We are fine, as you can see. We are appreciating every chance that you get to come and watch our videos. So today we are going to talk about Senegal because we've been talking about Bassirou Faye, trying to, support him, saying, oh, we have to give him some time. His parliament is still owned by the French. But do you know what he just did last Friday? That was on 13th of September. The president of Senegal dissolved parliament and scheduled elections for November 17th. So in the coming 1 or 2 months, we'll be seeing parliamentary elections for Senegal.
By virtue of the powers vested in me by Article 87 of the Constitution, and after consulting the Constitutional Council on the correct date, the Prime Minister and the President of the National Assembly on the opportunity, I have dissolved the National Assembly. The date of the legislative elections is thus set for Sunday, November 17, 2024. I have dissolved the National Assembly to ask the sovereign people for the institutional means that will allow me to give substance to the systemic transformation that I promised them. Today, more than ever, the time has come to open a new temporality to our 5-year term.
And according to the president, the opposition in the National Assembly, the unicameral parliament, is hindering the country's reform process. That is what they said, that the National Assembly as it is hindering the country's reform process. That is one of the things we've been saying. An example of what has been happening is on September 3rd, the parliament rejected a bill presented by the president aimed at reforming the structure of the state government. And commenting on this move, President Faye stated that the deputies demonstrated a significant disconnect between the position of the parliamentary majority and the aspirations of the people as expressed during the presidential elections in March. In September 2022, the deputies of the dissolved parliament were sworn in. The majority in the National Assembly was controlled by the supporters of the former president Macky Sall, who ruled between 2012 and 2024. So it's crazy what has been happening in Senegal, and what they are saying is Bassirou Faye and his Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko need a parliamentary majority to implement their policies, which are rooted in Pan-Africanism and social justice. That is what the media reported. Because, like we've been saying, is even if this guy tries to do anything, this parliament will block it. When he says we are going to reform the state government, they blocked it. Because they are still owned by the previous government of Macky Sall, which was highly controlled by French. Though we are still not sure that Faye's government is straight. Like, this guy's been to France
by himself
3 times. Okay, we are still yet to see. So, however, the National Assembly is currently controlled by the opposition. I mean, the opposition, according to them, is owned by the French. So that is what happened, and we are seeing that president dissolving the parliament, and we are going now to a national parliamentary election on November 17th. So we are getting closer to where we wanted, because we want Faye to have his own parliament with majority, so that he can implement what he wanted. Like, for example, chasing out the military, joining a
but does he want it?
Maybe he won't. Okay, he said he will be reducing the French military up to 100 in the coming months. But we want him to remove everything. We want him to join the AES in one way or the other and stop going around with the likes of Bola Tinubu. So if he gets the parliament on November 17th, what will he do? We don't know.
This was a good thing to hold the Senegalese people to think and still believe in the Faye and Sonko dream. But after this November 17 parliamentary elections, that is when reality will strike. Because right now they think it's Macky Sall, he's still, he's still part of the government, he's messing us up. It's giving them a grace period to say, you know what, we don't have the final say on things anyway. But after November 17, when reality strikes, I pray and hope that Senegalese young people will wake up from this dream, because this has been a dream and they are still sleeping and still dreaming and still seeing it as a good reality. But eventually things will be very clear. And after the November 17, I'm hoping that Senegalese people will rise up and say, you know what, we thought it's been Macky Sall sabotaging us, but now we know your true colors and it's time for us to take some action. We don't know what will happen,
For the sake of my Senegalese brothers and sisters, I'm still giving Bassirou benefit of doubt, because this is what the Senegalese people told me. Like, just give him time to change the parliament. So, can we do that?
Same thing they said with Ruto.
No, we never said
Some
that.
are still giving him time. Give him time.
He's taking people to Germany. Anyway. So okay, let's see, because it's very difficult when you don't have your parliament, and in this democratic thing which was brought by the Western nations, which they don't follow anyway. So I would say we give him like a 5% benefit of doubt, because we've seen him running to his master all the time, so we lost hope. But can we give him a 5% and see what happens after November 11th? Maybe he'll be like, I've been playing you guys, so can you get out the French? Can you get out of my country?
You are dreaming like the Senegalese people.
No, maybe he'll be like, you remember, Sonko is the person who's been like, I'm supporting my brothers, I'm doing this, But Faye was like, hey, we cannot join the yes, you have to come to ECOWAS, we come back to ECOWAS. And
Faye is the type of president or leader that when he sees you complaining about something, he does some small, he takes some small action. Like people have been complaining about the presence of the French army in Senegal. And I think that the pressure was starting to escalate when he started to say, let me just remove a portion, of this French army.
Reduce to 100.
Yeah. Just so that he can calm things down. But when you look at how he's handling his business, to me it's not a matter of Macky Sall's government. It's not a matter of having the minority in parliament or having none at all. And that is when the reality will now strike to say, we thought, and this is the reality, and now we have to live with it. It's either we take action or we just die in the hands of the French.
But do you know why I'm giving him the 5%? Because if you take the example we've just given, where he wanted to change the state government, on September 3rd, the parliament rejected a bill presented by the president aiming at reforming the structure of the state government. No, this definitely, I don't know what it included, but definitely, probably, maybe it was better than what they had. This, and if you see, like, they rejected it. So it means when it comes to anything that is benefiting the people of Senegal, they will definitely reject it because they are from the other side. This maybe could be one problem that we are having in Senegal. Maybe a minor, because we also needed him to, stand up. But the problem was, the people are saying, if he tried to stand up, these guys in the parliament will sabotage everything.
The biggest problem is French rule. If we cannot remove French, anything else is just pointless. It's like curing the symptoms instead of the
disease.
You see?
Yeah.
So what we're seeing right now is Faye trying to clean up.
But do you know
when there's the biggest problem here is France, and France will not let you achieve anything. Even if the parliament was to sabotage, even if the parliament was to be the best parliament, for the people, even if we would have a Macassanias, 10 of them, 20 of them in that parliament, the fact that France still has the upper hand in Senegal, nothing can ever be achieved.
But do you know how they are getting the upper hand? Because they own the parliament. In democracy is this type of governance where you as the president cannot do anything until you do it with the parliament, or unless you become a dictator, and that now is not democracy.
So you feel like if Faye's parliament is purely Faye,
Like if the parliament is purely the guy, like Gaimarias, like it's purely Pan-Africans. Even for them, though, it would be easy for them to push him.
Didn't we see a Faye that was playing Pan-Africanism the other day?
Yeah, that is the... But see, look at this. We have a parliament which is French. Puppets. Even if you try to do anything, actually, they will be the same people who will be used to remove you. But imagine you have a parliament that is your side, that is Pan-African, that is like Gaimarias, that is like Usman Sonko. These people, even if Faye tries to be a puppet, they will tell him no. They will be the people who will be pushing the activists, like supporting them.
Seriously.
You know, they'll be the people to tell him now, and even presenting bills to say our country should not have foreign militaries. You know, because this is a thing that they are talking about. Sonko has been talking about even when this guy from France came, and they had like a one-on-one interview together or speeches together. So let's see. I'm still hopeful that with a new parliament which is pro these guys, something better will happen. But the only thing that I'm not so positive about is this thing of I'm going to France all the time, and his wives are very happy doing shopping and all that. It doesn't make sense.
Keep on having hope on Fire. I don't know what about you, brothers and sisters. I lost hope a long time ago, and I'm still, I keep on saying that I'm still waiting. Maybe someday I'll be surprised, and maybe, I'll be shocked to see a change Fire once again. Sonko, I don't even know where he is right now. It seems like he's just taking orders from his president, and nothing very vocal.
Diomaye and Sonko, they are the same people.
Brothers and sisters, let us know what you think about the video and what you think about Diomaye Faye's song. We've been talking about this for ages, and we will continue following up until we see a change Senegal, until the people of Senegal rise to say, we want a better Senegal for ourselves. We want a Senegal that will be part of the AES, a confederation that is for the people, that works to only make sure that the lives of the people are better off. They are changed. No imperialism, no foreign, upper hands, nothing like that. Everything that is part of their country belongs to the people of that country. That is what we want to see for Senegal and the rest of Africa. Brothers and sisters, if you'd like to support us, today we don't have our hats. But our Fulani hats, we are still selling our Fulani hats, only $50 for each hat. You can buy one just by contacting us on this number on the screen. Telegram, WhatsApp, we are available. You can also send us an email, and you can also support us by buying us a coffee. The link is in the description box down below. Just click on it. Coffee goes for $5. 1, 2, 3, 5, too many. We don't mind, and we'll appreciate your support. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.